What's going on, guys? Moxification here. So today, I wanted to do a video on this topic because this topic it's a massive topic, and I'm not too sure how long this video will go on for, and I'm not too sure what I'll use as background gameplay because I'm recording the voice and then I'll add the footage later. Maybe I'll show some examples. I'm not sure. Maybe not. We'll see. But probably tell by the title, 5 reasons why MW2 is ruined. It just is. MW2 is broken. To be absolutely honest, it's not just MW2. It's almost the whole of the 360, but it's not 100% the whole of the 360. But it's like it could be fixed. Like the 360 totally could be fixed, but they're not going to spend money on it. Microsoft aren't going to spend money on fixing it, but like MW2 could totally be fixed. Like I don't see it being difficult for for example Infinity Ward. I was going to say IW or Infinity Ward, but I didn't know what one I was going to say. But yeah, so we'll get into it. 5 reasons why MW2 is ruined. So number 1, modders. Now there's actually a few different in the list of 5. I do come back to modders quite a bit because it is quite a big thing. But what I mean by modders as number 1 is people who use the aimbot. They just go into games. They don't even have to touch their controller. The only thing all they need to do is turn the JTAG on, have the mods enabled obviously first, but essentially you're just going into a game, selecting a team, selecting a class. Don't even need to select a team on public match, and that's it. The guy just, I mean, they could run around, but using aimbot, using the spin bot, it's not fun. Like for the person doing it, it's not fun as well. So I don't get why people do it. It breaks the game. The game's broken. Like the game is straight up broken. And just to say, I want to say the title is 5 reasons why MW2 is ruined. It's not just MW2. This is loads of other games, but it's just broken. Like too many. There's so many. Any game you go into, you'll get into a game with spin bot. Like most likely. Like if you don't, you're not playing Ground War. If you play Ground War, loads of them. If you play Search and Destroy, loads of them. A lot of the time I've been in Ground War when I've had like 3 or 4 guys in the game using Spinbot, and a lot of the time what you'll get is like multiple modders trying to get together and try and kill each other. It's like it's almost like you're no longer trying to kill the people in the game. I mean, obviously you are, because you're absolutely destroying them because you're using a rage mode, but you're that becomes a challenge to try and kill the other modder. Like it's ridiculous. Like it's really, really bad. Just all I want to say is to all the people who watch these videos and that, and you probably do it yourselves. You probably go online and use Spinbot and Ragebot or whatever it's called. Don't do it. It's just a request from me and all of the other people who play MW2 still and all the other CODs. Like go do it on Minecraft. Like why would you want to ruin a game for everyone else? Like what's the point? And that will bring me on to another topic in a minute, in like a second, once we've gone through the list. It's number 4 on the list. I've got a notepad. So yeah, so that's one thing. There's so many more things within modding, and I'll get to that in a sec. Trick shots that ruined MW2. Like straight up, like MW2 trick shotting is ruined. It's not just MW2. It's like any COD trick shots. What I mean by this is, so there's so many different examples of this, and I'll get to that in a sec. So you've got the people who go online and use a 2-box. If you don't know what a 2-box is, I'm sure you don't play MW2 a lot or any other COD a lot. But for the people who already know, obviously you already know. But a 2-box is where someone will own a second console or even a third console, a third Xbox 360 or a second Xbox 360, and they will get MW2 for that console, get another account with Xbox Live Gold, and just join Sesh like on that gamer tag, and then they'll be able to have a dummy like a setup in there, like in the game, like online, not private match, online. So what you're getting is, just as an example, I was playing MW2 a couple of days ago. I just got online. I was like, alright, I'm gonna play MW2, search and destroy, search for a public lobby. These guys they had each of them had a 2-box, apart from like maybe 2 of them, and they just got themselves to kill each. Like, I don't know how to explain that. They spawned in on their second Xbox and then just killed themselves, and then that meant that they only had to kill one other person, aka me. So it was like, it was ridiculous. It was just like, what is going on? Why is this like this? They may as well be playing private match. You know, like literally, you may as well be playing private match. The clips are as usable as private match clips, in my opinion. It's just ridiculous. And by the way, people will see this as a runt, and people will see this as like me just moaning at people, and you can see it as however you want. The game is just so broken, and it's not just MW2, as I said, but for the purpose of the video, we'll do MW2 because there are some things in this video that will, you know, make it like that. But yeah, not only that, not only the 2-boxing and the setups and all these dodgy clips, EB, aimbot, you know, all the other stuff. Like, I mean, technically this is for a different topic. This is like, you know, like to do with trickshotting more, but like, people use EB all the time, you know, like there's so many, if I'm, to be absolutely honest, I'm not really that into trickshotting as I was like a couple of years ago, but like, just every, you know, I'll see like a montage, not a montage, I don't even know what you call it, episode or whatever, trickshot thing, every single clip that I will see in the, you know, in a video, in a trickshot video, I don't even watch it for the goodness of the clip. I'm more trying to see if it's fake or not, and that's a really, really bad way for me to look at it. Like, that's like, I shouldn't be looking at clips like that, you know, but it's just natural. Like, I'm not even trying to do that, it just happens, you know, like, it's ridiculous stuff. And to be honest, there's so many faking methods out there right now that, you know, you can do PC to Xbox, you can do like TU6 link and all these different things. There's so many ways that you could never know if a clip's fake or not. But just, you can just, some people just make it so obvious. But that's not the point. What I'm saying is, MW2 and trickshotting on MW2 is just ruined. Like, it used to be so good when you'd go into a game, you know, 2 6-mans would like get into a game online, like just merge randomly together, and you know, if like you try and, you know, snipe to last, you wouldn't one man army would never be a thing back then, and you just, you know, you'd get to last, and whoever, you know, didn't get to last, like the other team, there's one left, that person would have to, you know, Willie G, do the Willie G shot. That's what it'd be on no scope, and that's it. That's how it would be, and it was so fun back then. But now, 2 6-man merge, they either back out, or if you don't know about that, one man army. That's it. That's how it works. Or even worse, using the menu online. As I got into a game with people using the menu online, just to use God mode and fly about and all these things. You know, it mainly happens in the US. I know this is a weird thing, but like, you know, if you play Search and Destroy in the middle of the night and you're from the UK, like 6 o'clock in the morning, you will get into loads of games with US kids just using ridiculous mods, getting out on the map, flying and aimbot and God mode and all that in public lobbies on Search and Destroy, trickshotting to get kill cams, like fake, yeah. When it's UK lobbies, you don't really get that, but I have experienced that, and it's so dumb. I swear, it's ridiculous, and it's just so bad. You know, it's so bad. But that's mainly a trick shot thing. That's mainly a trick shot sort of perspective. Next thing, this is also something terrible. It's been around for a long time. It's probably been around as long as trickshotting has been a thing, but it's not for trickshotting. It's the Jitter mods, the Jitter modded controllers. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you probably haven't been around that long. I mean, I'm sure you've seen it if you play MW2. If you play Search and Destroy, I'm sure you've seen it and thought like, oh, that guy's got hacks or whatever. But it's a modded controller where you shoot the striker and all of the other guns that have like a cap on it, and it does this. It's like a special, I think it's XYY, and it's like makes your gun rapid fire, but not like proper rapid fire. It's not just a, you know, a regular modded controller. It does like a special like button layout, so it sort of, it makes a shot like, what do you call it, silent. It like silent shoots the gun. It's really weird. But I mean, that's been around for like so long. I mean, they tried to patch it on like other CODs and that in the future, like BO1 and that. But I'm sure that there are modded controllers for those games. But it's just ridiculous. I'm telling you, like, I'm not saying I've never had a Jitter mod controller. I've absolutely had a Jitter mod controller. But like, it's ridiculous. Like, you'll get just a 6-man of kids who just, there's a really, really well-known MW2 team called iRush. If you've never heard of them, you probably don't play MW2 that much. It's like, that's all they use. They just use Jitter mod controllers. It's like the ultimate class is Marathon, Lightweight, Ninja, and then whatever secondary, and whatever tactical grenade or whatever, and then the Striker as the secondary, and then I'm assuming primary would be like UMP or something. But they just rush. That's it. That's all they do on Search and Destroy. But they're not good because they have skill. They're good because they're using this controller that shoots really, really, really fast. And it's overpowered. Like, it's so overpowered. It's so quick. It's probably quicker than like an MP5 with rapid fire or something, or mini Uzi with rapid fire. I'm not too sure. But it is a game destroyer. It destroys MW2 Search and Destroy. It's almost like, if you get into a game and one of them isn't in the game, you're like luckiest guy ever. But if, a lot of the time there's going to be a kid in the game on your team or on the enemy team with one, and it just ruins the game. It really does. But yeah, so that's number 3. Number 4, now this is a big one, because this isn't just MW2 as well. This is, I noticed a friend got this on MW3 literally a couple of days ago. But yeah, so that is deranking. And then also class freezing on MW2. The people who do that is horrible. It's just, it broke MW2. I remember seeing that about a year ago. It was probably about this time last year. A guy came to me. He was a friend of a friend. And this guy came to me. In fact, my friend came to me, and then he sort of explained the situation. But the guy had come to me, and it was like, every time he played MW2, his thing would freeze. That was it. Like, every time he spawned in or whatever, I had no idea what it was. I thought it was a prestige thing. I didn't even know it was to do with the classes. I had no idea what it was. Eventually, I worked it out, how to fix it. And then a little bit later, Twain came to me and he was like, I know how to do this thing. And then it just turned out to be this massive thing. I'm not too sure who thought of it the first time, the actual mod itself, the freezing of the classes. I have no idea. But that has MW2's dead. Like, it just is. MW2 is the greatest game, in my opinion, but the people who ruin the game, the people who freeze the classes, the people who use Spinbot online, the people who derank people online, it's dead. Like, what? Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you want to take someone has played MW2 for a long time, it's their favourite game, whatever. For example, like me, it happened to me. It literally happened to me. Why would you take that away from someone? Like, I was playing MW2. It was the same day I was talking about before. Playing MW2 probably about 2 days ago. I got a new account. Just made a new account. I was like, alright, I'm gonna play MW2 just for fun, because it's a good game. 3 or 4 incidents happened while I was playing within 45 minutes. This is all within 45 minutes of playing MW2 Search and Destroy. So, get into a game, guy freezes my classes just straight away. I'm in this game, and it come up on my screen. It kicked me out of the game. Come up on my screen saying invalid something set. Like what it does when you change prestige or set stats or whatever. So I was like, all right, yeah, cool. I've just been deranked. Click OK, go to classes, Xbox frozen. I kind of knew it had happened, but like it didn't register, so I clicked classes, and I was like, all right, cool, I've got to fix this. So fixed it, turned my Xbox off, turned it back on, gained MW2 private match, fixed it with tools that I've got because I'm on my JTAG. I'm playing on my JTAG. This is not on my retail. I'm playing on my JTAG online on search. So I'm like, all right. That was like, there's no way that just happened. So I back out, I go back online, and classes are fixed and everything. I had to rank myself up on everything. Took ages, probably took like 5-10 minutes. Back online, everything's great. Get into a game, there's these kids flying around with like EB and whatever, trickshot kids. They're just trickshotting with EB and stuff out the map and whatever. So I'm like, alright, so this is the state of MW2. And then a bit later, get into the game with those people again, but another kid using Spinbot. And then probably a few minutes later, I join the game again on Search and Destroy. Kid deranks me. Like, what is that? This is all within 45 minutes. Like, literally 45 minutes. All of those things happen within 45 minutes of me just playing, sitting there playing Search and Destroy. That is ridiculous. Like, that is mental. And also, this totally brings me on to another topic, but I'm not going to do it in this video, but I'll do it in another video. Final thing. I kind of already mentioned this at the start. I didn't really, like, go into it in full detail, though. Like, obviously this is like MW2, why MW2's ruined, but also the Xbox 360 in general, like, because obviously this is like other CODs. The other CODs are broken like this. COD 4 was broken 3 years ago. I made a tweet probably, how long ago? A couple of days ago. It was when it happened. So yeah, it was a couple of days ago. I think it was like, I made a tweet and it was like, the state of MW2 is as bad as COD 4 like 3 years ago. It literally is. It just is. It's easily as bad as COD 4 like 3 years ago. Easily as bad as COD 4 4 years ago, you know? I mean, COD 4 is not as bad as it once was, but it's still tremendously bad. COD 4 is unplayable online pubs. Well, I mean, it used to be. Now it's a little bit better, but I mean, everyone still has public cheater and that on COD 4, but it's just not as well known. But yeah, just MW2 is unplayable as well. You've got like as many people using JTags online now, whereas then, you know, you had as many people online using an infectable mod menu. You know, like it's mental. But yeah, so that brings me on to another topic about like the state of JTags now and like how many people have a JTag and why it's bad and stuff. I'll do that in another video. Don't worry, you'll hear me drone on again and again and again. But yeah, the final one, number 5, game updates on MW2. There won't be any game updates. The last update was TU8, which was like 4 years ago, and that was because I think it was 2013. So yeah, 4 years ago. I think MW2 TU8 came out 2013. Maybe it was 2012. I think it was 2013. But yeah, that came out because there was an image in the game. There was an image in the game that what was it? It was a group of people didn't want to be in the game because it was like offensive to their religion. So they decided to, Infinity Ward decided to remove it from Favela and Favela and Estate, I think it was. So there was like an image, like when I say an image, I mean a picture, like a frame in the game. So that was the last update. They didn't do anything else on TU8 other than that. I mean, obviously offsets changed, but that's what happened in every update. But TU7 was basically the last big update on MW2, which was like 2012, early 2012, maybe late 2011. And I mean, to be absolutely entirely honest, TU7 was a massive update. Like TU7 patched loads of stuff. Like TU6 was really big. But that's the other thing I was going to talk about. The other thing is, we would never be here today. When I say we, I mean the scene, the people who came out of the modding scene. You know, the people who are the big names of the scene. It's like they'd never be as good as they are now if TU7 hadn't have come out, because it got people into doing different things. It got people into doing, you know, using different coding languages, because before it was just everything was GSC, so it was pretty simple. I'm pretty sure GSC is quite similar to C++, I've heard, but it, you know, what do you call them, RPC, is it RPC? It just shows you how like not updated I am. RPC, is it? Yeah, RPC tools, or XRPC tools, you know, they sort of came after TU7. You know, I remember the Shark ADV gamer tag changer. If you ever used that, I'm sure. I think it still works on TU8 as well, but not as good as it used to. But like, that's what I'm saying. You know, like, it's just a lot of big sort of guys have come out of the scene, I guess. But yeah, so I know that was like, this video might be really, really long and really, really depressing. It's like 20-something minutes or something. But if you watch the whole thing, why don't you comment swag in the comments? Just comment swag if you got to the end. If you didn't, unlucky. I guess maybe some people will skip to the end. If you actually watch the whole thing, let me know. But yeah, so I guess leave a like if you want to leave a like, and leave a dislike if you want to leave a dislike, and subscribe if you're new. Yeah, so thanks, Moxification, and expect some more videos in the future. Yeah, goodbye.